good day today, and I'm coming to you this morning with a really quick video. I just finished my workout up at the gym, and I've been talking to a lot of people who have debt. Okay, debt, especially my generation, debt is the epidemic. People have student loans, they have credit card debt, and we haven't even gotten into mortgages yet. Like, most people my age don't have a mortgage, they're swimming in all the other stuff. Okay, so we're talking like hundreds of thousands of dollars with one family, in some cases with student loans, maxed out credit cards. Okay, here in Alaska, snow machines, four-wheelers, you name it. Okay, and here's what I want to talk to you about today with debt. Debt is not an asset. Obviously, if you have consumer debt, it's not an asset. It does not cash flow. It is destroying your ability to build wealth. However, being debt-free is not the same as being wealthy. Say wealthy means that I have enough passive income produced by my assets that I can pay all of my bills. I can save 40% of my income and cover my taxes without ever having to work. That's wealthy. Being debt-free doesn't produce that. I might have less payments, but it doesn't make me wealthy. So we have to handle the debt in a wise scenario. Most people, and this is going to sound different, most people sacrifice solvency for debt freedom. Meaning they will eat their own arm off to pay off their debt, but they've abandoned solvency, meaning they've paid off the debt, but they're still broke. How many people you guys know like that? They paid off all their debt, but they're still broke, and usually they end up back in debt because they never fixed the issue, which was they were insolvent. That's why they had to get debt. They weren't solvent. They had to borrow money because they didn't have money. So if you don't fix the problem of not having money, you're going to end up right back in debt again. So here's how we strategically do this. When we're looking at paying off debt, here's how we're going to handle it. All right. So we're going to take all your debts and we're going to line them up. Okay. Smallest balance to largest balance. We're going to go Dave Ramsey style on this. All right. Now here's the deal. A couple debts we're not going to pay off. We're not going to pay off vehicles and we're not going to pay off mortgages. So if you have a car loan or if you have a mortgage, don't put it in your lineup. You're only going to put in other debts, consumer debts, credit cards, student loans, all of that kind of stuff, right? And the reason why you're not going to do the car loan and you're not going to do the mortgage is A, it doesn't make any sense ever to pay off a mortgage. B, with a vehicle, when you pay it off, you actually devalue your cash faster than inflation, meaning I paid off a $10,000 car, but when I go and trade it in or I sell it, it's only worth $6,000. So if it's going to go down in value that fast, why would I ever pay it off? I'll just maintain payments on it and let it just, continue to drop in value and finally get rid of it. Okay? So you're going to pay off your other debts. You're going to line them up smallest balance to largest balance. Now, you're not going to pay them by interest rate. And here's why. And I'm going to be honest. I've been doing this 8 years. Most people do not have the discipline to pay off their debts by interest rate. And here's what I mean by that. When you pay debts off by interest rate, you see less progress because typically you're going after your larger cards and your larger balances. And because you're attacking them by interest rate, you might not feel like you're paying off debt. Think about it. If you've ever worked out, okay, and you've lost body fat, but you've gained muscle. Women know what this is like. My wife used to get pissed about this all the time. She'd lose body fat, but gain muscle. She would look better in the mirror, but the scale didn't budge. And she'd get frustrated. That's what's happening when you pay off your debt by interest rate. You're basically paying it down, yes, and you're attacking the higher interest rate cards and balances, but you're not seeing the progress like you would if you're paying them down for cash flow. So you're gonna do smallest balance to largest balance because those small balances are gonna get eliminated fast. It's going to free up cash flow and you'll start to see the exponential progress. And mentally that triggers you to keep going because you can actually see something happening. So smallest balance to largest balance, you're going to pay just the bare minimums on everything. You're not going to put any extra money towards any of the debts. And what you're going to do is you're going to take all of your free cash flow, every last cent of it, and you're going to put it into a sacred account. And you're going to contribute to the sacred account. You're going to put money into it every single month. And here's the deal. When your cash value balance is as big as your smallest debt, you're going to borrow from your sacred account and you're going to pay off your smallest debt entirely. Okay, now I want you to think about this. You used to pay a monthly payment towards that debt, right? Now it's gone. So you've paid that debt off, meaning you freed up the cash flow. Now you did just take a loan out on your cash value. So what are you going to do? You're going to start taking that old minimum payment that used to go towards the debt and you're going to pay that towards your cash flow. to your cash value. Okay, so you're gonna pay that towards your cash value. You're also still contributing to the policy. And as soon as your cash value is big enough again to pay off the next debt, you're gonna borrow the entire balance that's in the cash value again, pay off the next smallest debt, wipe it off entirely, take the old payment that you used to put towards that debt, and you're also gonna add that to your cash value now. And you'll continue doing this over and over and over until all of your debts are paid off. Now here's the thing. The benefit of doing it this way: A, you're going to be debt free. Okay, you will pay off all of your debt. B, when you've paid off all of your debt, this is the beauty, you'll still have cash value. So you'll have solved the problem forever. You're not gonna go back in debt now because you actually have money put away. And the benefit of the cash value, if you didn't know this, the entire time when you were borrowing to pay off your debt, they were still giving you dividends as if you never took the money out. So imagine using this to pay off your debt and still earning a 6% dividend simultaneously. That's how I teach my clients to do it. So again, you're taking all of your debts, smallest balance to largest balance. We're not doing cars, we're not doing vehicles. If you do have ATVs, toys, etc., dude, if you ain't wealthy, sell that crap. You don't need it yet. You can go rent one. But you don't need to put any of that stuff in the debt lineup. Just smallest balance to largest balance. And you're gonna start, again, stacking them up, using the cash value to pay them off, paying yourself back, and you'll just continue that cycle over and over and over until all of it's gone. And usually what I see with clients is they have like 40 or 50 grand saved in their cash value by the time they've paid off their debt and they're debt free, and usually they've got another like $2,000 or $3,000 a month back in their budget that used to go towards debt that they can now start contributing to their Sacred account. They're on track to be millionaires now, just because we changed how we did the debt. And here's the deal, guys. When you have 50K in your cash value, you can invest. So imagine paying off all your debt and then being able to go invest and earn passive income with that money now, rather than trying to scramble and save an emergency fund now because you paid off all your debt, now you're broke. So I hope that this video opens your mind up a little bit. There's a lot of different methods to pay off debt. Most of them, I'm gonna add, most of the methods you've heard and learned of are scarcity methods, meaning they're fear-based, they're scarcity-based. It's based on frugality, not on abundance and wealth creation, and that's just not how you get wealthy. So if you're watching this video right now, what I want to do is I dropped a link in the comments for the Sacred Account website, sacredaccount.com. If you go to that website, what you're going to see is you'll see all of the information on the Sacred Account. Everything you need to know about is on that site. And if you would like to learn about how you can use this account for anything from paying off debt, student loans, credit cards, investing, college planning, whatever you would like to do with the account, you'll be able to learn about it on that site. What I want you to do is reach out to me if you have further questions after that. We can hop on a call with you and answer all your questions, make sure that you understand how the account works. And our hope is to be able to earn your business on it. Now, again, you do need an authorized agent to set up one of these accounts. You can't do it yourself. It's impossible. Unless you're licensed, you can't do it. So I'm an authorized agent. I promise you guys that we're going to set it up the right way. I mean, I just talked to a guy that's working with an agent who set up a policy for him, and the guy got screwed. So if you do it with us, we're always going to do it the right way. We're not going to rip you off. At the end of the day, that doesn't help anybody. We want to make sure that you're able to use this thing to create wealth. So click on the link, sacredaccount.com. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.